design connects psychology, and psychology connects business. Business connects communication. So why should you limit yourself? Being multidisciplinary is not distraction. It is expansion, like involving. You are involving the world. And that's why, however, and this is important, expansion without foundation is chaos. That's just how we that question. Expansion without foundation end in chaos. That is.
Hello, viewers. This is Webstage TV. This is a station where we spotlight on the lifestyle of industry captains, content creators, online tutors, and name it. It is a platform where if you follow, you have a lot and a lot to learn. From the people that run it themselves, from the horse's mouth. It is not a platform where people teaches you things they've never done by themselves. It is a platform you hear from the horse's mouth. And by the special grace of Almighty God, today we have in our midst a multi-talented guy in the name of Michael. Michael, you are welcome to the show.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good day, everyone.
Yeah.
My name is Adejola Michael Adejola, and I'm deeply honored to be here today. Today, I want to speak on something that I define, not just my career, but my identity. I say it again. Today, I want to speak on something that defines my, not just my career, but my identity. Something that defines my career, but not just my career, but my identity. That's just what I want you to know. And I am online tutor, a website developer, a product designer, and a 3D modeler. That's what I do. Not just my career, but my identity. I move on. As the topic said, from code to creation, and the mind of a multidisciplinary innovator. Firstly, I want you to know that this is not just about tech, and it is not just about creativity. It's about transformation. It's about transformation. I say it again, this is not about tech, it's not about creativity, it's just about transformation. How you can be transformed and make something happen in this world we are. Okay, that's just all about me. You can take over, sir.
Okay, Michael, if I may ask, the take parts you took in your life, did it start from your, childhood? Is it from your childhood you started noticing your, take gifted, or, the paths found you along the line? How did you come into tech?
Okay, let me see. When I was young, I've always think about being a programmer when I was young. But what really happened is that at the long run, when I was in secondary school, I entered into teaching. Like, I teach a lot. And when I'm doing this teaching work, I usually do it. Maybe I miss my colleague, teach people. But during that time, they give me a little change, and I was like, this thing cannot solve the current problem. Right in secondary school, I've always think about, okay, I can make something happen, something push to happen. Then I sit down, I think about it. Okay, what can I do apart from what I've been doing before to make my skill, like, it's not that I don't, like, when I was in secondary school, like, I do code, maybe a little code, but during that time I'm not that expert. But because of, let me say, financial constraints, I enter into teaching. But the kind of money I was being paid during that, does not uh, solve the current situation I am into. Does not satisfy me, does not satisfy me, and that is why I work on my skill. Then when I hear some of my friends, some that are doing website for people, they will say, I just need this also amount from this and that. This give me more zeal and more encouragement toward what I'm doing. And it's just like I started programming when I was in secondary school, but I'm not that expert at second, but I have a vision on having a big platform when I was in secondary school. But now, currently, now we have a name for the platform. That's Mike Tutors Academy. Do you understand? We have a big name for it, and it's a big brand. Mike Tutors Academy. That's just it.
Okay,
Okay, I'm
Michael,
hearing you, sir.
you are a web developer. You are a 3D
Yeah.
modeler. You are a product designer. You are a tutor. How do these all relate with each other? You know.
Okay, thank you for that question because many people have been asking me also. But right here, because I try to know a way to solve this question so that people will not be confused. Okay, uh, there came a point in my journey in life, when simple writing code was no longer enough. I began to ask myself deeper question. That is, I only code alone, like nothing more, just programming. But I begin to ask myself this some crucial questions about life. That what problem am I really solving? What is the product? What is this product for? How does this make someone life better? And what experience does this create? That was when I began to transit from being just a developer to becoming a creator. I moved into product design, into education and leadership, which I called online tutor. And not because I was confused, but because of how I see the world going viral, being involving like evolution theory. Do you understand? And that is why I need to evolve, I need to expand. And that is why there is a say, and it's a biggest lie. People used to say, pick one thing and stay there, is a lie. If you stay in one place, you can't involve the world. Do you understand? And but the world we live interconnected. Technology connects designs. Sorry, I have to answer that question. That's just for people that are hearing. And design connects psychology. Psychology connects business. Why business connects communication? I come again. Technology connects design. Design connects psychology, and psychology connects business. Business connects communication. So why should you limit yourself? Being multidisciplinary is not distraction. It is expansion, like involving. You are involving the world. And that's why, however, and this is important, expansion without foundation is chaos. That's just how we end that question. Expansion without foundation end in chaos. That is, everything will scattered. You have to you have to have a foundation, and my own foundation is programming. And that's when from programming I was able to expand to design, and from design I expand to many things like that. Do you understand like that? That's just it. That's the way I can answer the question.
All right. In essence, um, are you advising, you know, modern creators to diversify like you, or will you advise them to, specialize deeply on one thing? If you have to advise modern creators, will you advise them to diversify like yourself, or to, specialize deeply on one thing? What would be your advice?
Okay, my advice to the young people coming up outside there, irrespective of the business you are doing. Number one thing is that Just try to know that thing you are doing very well. Then build an empire around it. I'm not saying you should not diversify, but try to build a empire, a empire in that thing you are doing. Do you understand? That's just what I can say to them. Because some people, they jump for what is not related to what they are doing presently. They jump to it. And that's why some people are being affected. You can't see somebody doing website developer now start carrying, and not like trying to. I'm not saying they cannot sell things, but what I'm saying is that in a digital world, there must be something that connects what you are doing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If that thing is not connecting with it, definitely you will have problem. That's why some people they feel not fulfilled when they start doing what is not connecting to what they said they are doing before. I've seen it many times. Some people even lost interest in what they start with because they are just jumping from one place to another. That thing is not relating with it. And that's why they were unable to what build the structure of what they have, like a vision toward it. Time will fail me to talk about many people like that, but because of where I am now, I have to come down solo. To because you have to, there will be challenges. I won't lie to you. There will be challenges. There will be times that things will not go well with you, like in terms of finances, in terms of things being so hard. But when you have this mindset, you have this attitude towards weakness, and definitely you definitely um, get things done. I said something last week before the network gone up. I was like saying nothing ever happened until leader get them done. I say it again, nothing ever happened until leader get them done. If you want to get things done in life, you have to see yourself as a key role, a leader. Definitely you will make things happen. That's why those people coming up outside there, please, in that thing you are doing, be a boss. Get things happen. That's what I'm trying to say. Be a boss. Be the kind of person that people are looking for. Definitely you make things happen from it. That's just what I want to say. I think I'm
Okay.
able to
Okay.
answer the question,
Yeah,
right?
you're on track. So, Michael, as you are in a multitask like this, some people might still find themselves in such a situation. So, how did you avoid burnout? You know what I mean by burnout. Stress that comes with
Yes,
combining.
yes.
So, how did you deal with it? You know.
That's what we call set your priority right. You understand? That is just the way I want to say it. Set your priority right. If you set your priority right, there's nothing like stress, burnout.
Okay.
That's just it.
Okay. So, talking about what really inspired you into teaching.
Okay. Right from my secondary school, like even when teacher is teaching, like sometimes I try to tell them that okay, this is the formula way, like trying to say okay, you make the mistake here. Like since that time, like maybe they solve, let me use a broad mass example. Maybe they were doing a calculation like that. And I just come up, I was like, sir, there is a mistake in this particular calculation. Teacher will have gone so far, but when I say such a thing, the teacher get excited. Uh, in my secondary school, one of my teacher, my mathematics teacher, further math teacher, he called me a stubborn mathematics. That was the name he gave me, stubborn mathematics, because if they make any mistake, I would definitely find that mistake. Even sometimes, whenever all other students did not get it, you say I should come and do it on the board sometimes. And from there, some of my friends started calling me a young professor, like that, like that, like that. But not that I don't like, not that I really like it, but because of what people see in me, like what people see that I do, they give me that name. And I work toward, but not that I desire to become a teacher, but because of the skills in me that whenever I teach, irrespective of how that person is, the person will get it because of the level of my what my there's what we call there's difference between skill and there's difference between talent. They are not they are not the same thing. Skills is something you learn. Talent is something that you are doing without. My own, I just see it as a talent. When I begin to teach, I see it as a talent because I will have something to say. I will have something to explain. That's just it. Talent is something you are being endowed with, but skill is something you know.
Okay,
Do you
Michael.
understand?
Yeah.
I just see
Okay.
it as a talent.
What is, because this platform we share moments for people to learn. So what is your toughest moment what the toughest moment you have encountered, in your course of,
Mm.
discharging your multitask this thing, the toughest challenge you have for people to learn from.
One, one of the toughest times is just it's okay. It's a very powerful time. Like let me just say it's a time whereby um I'm financially down. Those are the times. Like sometimes, okay, let me just say when I begin this multitask, what give me challenge most is finances. When I mean finances, like the the fear of how will I make things happen? The fear of okay, what would what will I eat? What will I wear? That was what bring the channel of different skills that I do today. But now, what I just see there is that when you are not, when you are not, when you did not have something that is chasing you, you definitely have uh, a resting position. Let me say it that way. Because when you see something chasing you, you see that you there is this kind of project you have to do, there is this you have to do. Definitely you will find this toughest time, like as a time you can locate something you can do at that particular time. My my toughest time is a time that I am pushed to the wall in terms of finances. That's just what I want to say. Like when I was pushed to wall, that it seems as if I look into all my bank, there is nothing. That is when I
Michael,
see
we are
myself.
we are we are running out of time. So um in
Okay.
the next 2 to 3 years, where do you think that web development and product design is heading to? And what advice
Ah,
generally do you have for young creators? Quickly, so that we'll not run out of time.
okay. In the next 3 years, please, I advise those people into website and product design. They should go and learn AI skill, artificial intelligence, because currently now, even if you have a skill, you won't you won't see yourself selling anything outside the game or maybe developing anything. There's no website now that artificial intelligence cannot develop. I tell you, there are some websites I developed recently. I didn't use sitting down on the code. It's artificial intelligence that I use. And when I'm talking about artificial intelligence, there are many AI app that you can use. That's why try to upgrade yourself so that it won't be as if that there's no work. Oh. People will keep shouting there's no work because it is only those that have learned the AI skill that will make things happen. As time goes on now, please do don't just say that I know this, I know that. Because it will get to some extent that it will look so hard for you that you will feel like, hey, I'm not making things happen. That
Uh,
is just the advice. But the
uh,
next 3 years, AI will be everywhere. That's just what I want to say. Just do
Michael,
what you
quickly, give us your social media handles where people that want to reach you can get to you.
okay.
Uh,
You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me in Facebook. That's Adejola Michael. If you search for Adejola Michael, even on Google, it will bring it out. Adejola Michael Tolulope. I'm everywhere, both on Instagram, both on LinkedIn, both on Facebook. You can reach out to me. Just search Adejola Michael. You see that my profile is professional and can always look out for me and If you have any work you want me to do for you, also I'm always available
All right.
out there.
Michael,
Like pitch
thank
out there.
thank you for coming to on Webstage TV. Yeah, we appreciate you so much.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, this is
Thank you for
Webstage
the
TV.
opportunity and the privilege and doing.
All right.
Okay. Also, no, thank you, sir.
Yeah, this is Webstage TV. My name is Nestor Obina, your host. Like I always say, it's a platform where you normally have plenty to learn. You can follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, on YouTube, and all our just type Website TV, any one of them, and you will find us. Thank you all for watching.